Once in a while I do a paid gig, but in most of those occasions I am just a convenient option because I have the equipment, I have the know-how, I live in the area, and whenever someone needs taking a photograph of something. Hi, I'm Shao. Learning to be a photographer is like building a house. You have different levels, different floors. On the first floor, you need to have a few rooms. One of them is dedicated to basic camera operation. You need to know your way around its control. You need to be able to hold it steadily. On another room, you have the exposure. You need the in and outs of aperture, of depth of field, and of shutter speed. You need to know how those variables affect sharpness distribution. Then there's a room dedicated to lenses, to optics. You need to know how focal length affects the relations between different elements in the scene, their relative sizes, the compression, the linear perspective. The second floor in that house is dedicated to specialized techniques like lighting, like tripod work, like macro work. You might have a room on the second floor dedicated to tilt shift or to HDR photography. If you do video, you will have a room dedicated to camera movement and so forth. On the third floor, you have rooms that are dedicated to graphic design. Composition is one of the rooms on this floor. There's a dedicated room to post-processing, and maybe you will also have a room dedicated to vintage lenses or to specialized lenses that have an effect on the brushstrokes across your photographs. And perhaps, this is quite rare, you will have a room dedicated to actual printing. The outside walls of this house are made of photographic gear. The more spacious the house, the more floor you have, you will need more gear to cover it all. Once the house is all built, you need to decorate it, to put flags and banners on the outside wall that are equivalent, metaphorically, to self-promotion, to marketing. You assemble your best work and make portfolios to show your skill, your abilities. in order to be able to compete, because the magnificent house you built is not the only one in the neighborhood. Everyone can build a house like yours, given the time and financial investment. But this house does not make you unique. If you are a member in a photographic community, whether locally or online, on social media, you will know that you're not alone. Everyone's photographs seem to be more or less the same. They comply to the same taste, to the same rules, if you will. They encompass more or less the same subjects. But aren't you a little bit tired of that? Of making the same beautiful portraits again and again with that blown out background that is unrecognizable. Portraits that could have been made anywhere in the world. Aren't you tired of those beautiful, sublime landscape photographs taken at golden hour at the exact time when the setting sun comes out behind the clouds and draws these subtle, nice shadows all over the land? Aren't you tired of those street photographs that are made at a very specific corner of the street that looks cinematic, waiting for someone to step into the scene? It's all the same. When I scroll through those photos on a site like Flickr, I quickly get tired. I get a little bit frustrated because there is no soul here. It's all performative. And yes, the whole house you build is only skill, it's only craft, it's only performative. Even composition is the only graphic design. Once in a while I do a paid gig, but in most of those occasions I am just a convenient option, because I have the equipment, I have the know-how, I live in the area, and whenever someone needs taking a photograph of something, like reproducing a painting, or making an advert for some tourist accommodation, I'm an available, easy option. I don't rely on my photography to make a living, so I'm quite competitive with my prices. So that makes me an even more attractive choice. But those are not really the jobs I am proud of. Anyone could do it. What I'm really proud of, what is dear to my heart is those occasions where someone asks me to make photographs in an event, and it has to be specifically me. It's not the skill, not the equipment I have. It's my personality. It's my eye that is specifically chosen to tell the story. Now, those occasions are few. I can count maybe a handful of them. And sometimes when someone asks me to do it, it doesn't end up materializing. In those events, I'm rarely the main photographer. I'm only invited to do some work on the side, to concentrate on some aspects that are not covered by the main photographer or photographers. Sometimes the spouse didn't really like the idea of me making those rather intimate, rather intrusive photographs that might not be very comfortable to look at. So the invitation was cancelled. But anyway, what I want to say is that what matters is not the beautiful structure above ground. What really matters is the contents of the basement of your house. That basement contains things that are unique to you. Your visual literacy, your past failures, your areas of interest, your field of expertise. Those things fill your photography with substance that is special to you. This is what makes you different from all the other craftsmen. When you photograph things that are dear to your heart, that are very well familiar to you, you know how to look at them. You know what to look for. And you make photographs that tend to resonate with the viewers. It is better to resonate with a tiny audience than just inspire awe in the eyes of 10,000 random viewers. The stuff in the basement answers the question, what? But underneath the basement, there is your bedrock, which is your values. The people who are extremely close to you, people who you love. The bedrock is who you really are. And that foundation answers the question why. Why you took the camera in the first place. It gives your photography some meaning that can be appreciated by others. Next stage in a photographer's evolution after developing the required skill is to start tearing down that beautiful house and focusing on the core, the things that are underground. Let them direct your work. The performative stuff, the craft part of photography becomes part of your intuition as a photographer after a while. You don't need to remember all those rules, all those principles of aesthetics, of how to make a beautiful photograph. Don't worry about that. It's like riding a bicycle. You never forget it. It becomes part of you. Well, the important things anyway. If you ever did HDR photography and later left it, you don't need to remember exactly how to do it. Chances are that you will never need this knowledge again. So why fill in your brain with useless information? You can slowly unlearn it. Will you have the courage to do it? You put in some serious time, some serious mental resources in learning everything you know. Even if you don't actually use it on a day-to-day basis. Unfortunately, fear is built into our psyche. We need to be liked. So everybody needs to be loved. The work needs to make an impression. It needs to comply to what others in the community regard as good photography. The work needs to be aesthetic, needs to be beautiful, it needs to make an impression in its color, in its composition, in its sharpness, in its cleanliness. The problem is that it's all very similar. If you want to be true to who you are, to what is important to you, you need to start abandoning all that and doing work that is more personal, that is perhaps not as beautiful, perhaps not as liked. To be a true artist, a true storyteller, you need to look deep inside. There's no other way, really. And if you keep doing it, you will get an audience who appreciates you, who loves your work. It took me many years to come to this realization. And I'm sharing it so maybe you can speed things up a little bit. So that will be all for today. If you like my channel, the contents of this video and others, please consider buying me a coffee. it's a nice gesture between gentlemen. Thank you for watching and see you again soon.